Okay, gonna do a little video on a new lube that I tried this season. It's Berkebile PFC. It's a lanolin based. We'll talk about that a little more as we go into the video. Okay, I got this about mid-October, cleaned the gun thoroughly, removed all the oil that was in it, put this on. It's a little different than just oil where you just put it on, wipe it off, or put it on, leave it on, which does not work very well for pheasant hunting. So I did that, yeah, it was mid-October about. Haven't cleaned it other than taking a few chunks of grass that got stuck in the gun out a couple times. I haven't really done anything to it as far as functioning. Seemed to function just perfect with this. Sometimes late in the season we'll have issues when it's pretty cold out, anything below about 20 degrees. Guns will start feeling a little sticky when they cycle. I've noticed even on semi-autos that you will actually feel the gun feel slow. That didn't seem to happen with this, but granted I didn't hunt a lot in the really cold weather. I think the coldest day it was about 20 when I went out. By the end of the day it was like 12. That was by far the coldest day. Otherwise I really don't like to hunt below 20 degrees. So, but even at that, I'll notice sometimes oil getting sticky, especially if it's picked up a lot of dust in it. And so far, what I can tell, this hasn't picked up dust bad. We'll see in just a second. I'll take it apart. Haven't taken it apart yet for the end of season cleaning, so we'll just do a quick check and see how much dust and dirt's in there and what it feels like and looks like in there. Okay, I just quick took off the fore end and took the barrel off and popped the pin out of it, and that's all I've done so far. Haven't taken it apart. We'll see what it looks like now taking it apart. Some grass in there. Expected that. Hunted in a lot of tall grassy stuff, but it's all just falling out, which is nice. Sometimes that doesn't happen with regular oil. Cattail fluff in there. Just see what's pulling off here. Probably had a little more on this than what I probably wanted to begin with, but a little dirt in there, but not bad. I don't know if you can really see that, but it does have some grass in there. Sticks a little bit, but try to keep that in there. Coming out pretty easy, everything. Shells are probably a little dirty, the Fuji, sorry. I'll take it apart just a little bit more here. Okay, got the bolt out and the spring out there off the front, and okay. Yeah, it's got a little dirt, but I may have had this on a little thicker than I needed it, the lube, but about like any other lube, it'll collect a little bit of the seeds and unburnt powder and dirt from out in the field. Actually cleans off pretty easy. That thing doesn't seem to have too much. Still feels slick on all this, which is good. Don't get too much in there. A lot of that could just be blown out too, probably with a it really came out real good with just a little air, so seems pretty good. Metal parts where it's been on, it feels slick yet. That's good. Well, okay, some of my thoughts on this. I think, if you're in a warm weather area, there might not be a whole lot of difference between this and regular lube. It does seem to I was able to blow some of the dust and seeds and weeds and everything out of it pretty easy, so that was nice. It does take a little bit more putting this on than just putting oil on and wiping it off. You spray this on and wait a few minutes to kind of let it almost dry and soak in, and then you wipe off the excess. I've heard from people that since it is lanolin based, it does have an odor to it. I really didn't find it objectionable. I thought it smelled just fine. No different than a little different smell that you get with things like WD-40 or any oils or anything else. You definitely wash your hands after you use it. It has a little odor to it, but that wasn't nothing terrible. It did seem like in the colder weather that I did not notice any slowing down of the gun. Never had a malfunction with the gun while using it. Granted, I don't shoot, this isn't dove hunting that I do this time of year. It was pheasant hunting where it's not a lot of shooting. It's a lot of walking with just a few shots, but you want your gun to function. Seemed to just fine. I'm quite sure I'll give this a go next year again. I'm quite happy with it, which I haven't always been with some oils. That it seems, and really honestly, the 20 days or so hunting is as much as I would ever do without at least doing some minor cleaning. That went a little longer than what I normally would do, but I wanted to see how much it collected of dust and junk inside there, and it really didn't. I didn't think it collected that much. I don't see that much in the trigger assembly or anything, and I probably didn't get that wiped out as good as I should have, so any of that caught in there, part of that could be my own fault. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a quality product and seemed to work just fine for my gun. And it's everybody's situation's different. You just got to try different lubes till you hit one that really does what you want it to do. And I know, especially if it was a lot colder, I think that would have been a better test of it. I should have went out on a couple of those days when it was 10 below, but I don't hunt then, It just isn't enjoyable to me. Not enjoyable to Deuce, I don't think. See him up there sleeping, watching me. So, but for my conditions, you know, from 10 degrees up to 70 that I was using it in, seemed to work just fine. Didn't collect too much dust, which was a big thing. You can wipe it out easy in the action, where that's where I think it, you know, sticks the most when you have problems. Tried to keep it as much as I could out of the, you know, wipe off stuff in the bolt so that you don't get a sticky firing pin. Didn't ever have an issue with that, so that was all good. Yeah, I think I'll try it again next year and keep using it, since it seems as good as any that I've tried, and better than some, I can tell you that for sure. So, well, I don't know if you learned anything from this, but my thoughts about this product, and seemed to work okay for me. Thanks for watching.